Hello everyone, it is December 31st of 2018, which means it is New Year's Eve, so happy New Year's Eve to everyone. If you have watched some of my other videos that I do on December 31st, you know that this is my Happy Jar reveal. For those of you that have not seen one of these videos before, I have this, what I call a Happy Jar, and it's basically a jar where I collect Post-it notes throughout the entire year of things that make me happy, things that made me smile, or things that I was just really happy about throughout the year. And so every year on December 31st, I dump out everything, and it's just kind of like a fun way to remind myself of all of the good things that happened this year. I think it ends the year on a really positive note, no matter how your year went. If 2018 was not good for you, this is a good way to kind of remind yourself of all of the good things that did happen despite having a bad year. If you had a great year, this is just another way to reflect on that. So I'm going to try not to make this video too long, and I'll explain what this larger piece of paper is at the end, but I'm just going to dump it all out and go through it. So these are like a collection of my Post-it notes. Last year I had the issue of repeating some things because I forgot that I put them in here, so that probably happened again this year, but I'll just read some of these things through and share with you my Happy Jar reveal. I experienced a flood and the strength of that a community can have through devastation. So the fact that this flood happened was not necessarily the good thing that I want to remember, but it made me realize how small my problems seem in comparison to all of these people. Plus I got to tell some really great stories of strength and triumph through a devastating experience for a lot of people here in Madison. I visited Wisconsin, Kansas, Oklahoma, Georgia, and had 7 job offers when I was switching from my first job to my second job. So that was really cool. I got to explore a little bit of our country and finding my next job. My journalism idol, John Sharifi, came to Madison. Yeah, that was really great. I mean, imagine meeting your idol and then finding out they are just as fantastic as you had envisioned them to be. That was really, really cool. Some of these are kind of stuck together. I'll try and, I made new work friends. That's always a good thing. I learned how to use Avid. That is a video editing system for those of you that don't know. I had such a hard time learning that. I was used to working on Adobe Premiere, which is fantastic, and I learned how to use Avid, so that was a big feat when it comes to my job. Got to go back to LA and visit friends. I always love visiting people that I don't really get to see throughout the year, especially it's hard because I live so far away, so that was really cool. Learned editing system, which is Avid, so I had that twice, which just goes to show you how great of a feeling that was. Turned 25, I'm a quarter century old. That was, I don't really know why I did that, but that was cool, I guess. 25 is kind of a landmark age, I guess. Saw Aziz Ansari. He is a comedian, for those of you that don't know that. I don't know who wouldn't know that because he's pretty hilarious and pretty well known. That was really cool. He came to Madison, so that was a good experience. For the first time since sophomore year in college, I only have one job. Yes to that. I've had at least 2 jobs since my sophomore year in college, and this is the first year that I was like, no more of this. Like, I just want one job so I can have a life. So I guess having a life should have been on a Post-it note. Made a difference in storytelling. That's also related to my job. I feel like I've become a better storyteller the past year, and I'm really thankful for my job because they let me have the airtime to be able to tell stories and give them the time that they deserve on air. So that's really, really cool. Learned how to work an iPhone. So this is like kind of embarrassing. I feel like I should know that, but I've had a Droid. I'm like a Droid user all the way. But I have, I don't have it out here. I was looking for it. I have an iPhone for work, and I learned how to use it. I had to learn how to use it, so I thought that was an accomplishment because I felt really embarrassed that I didn't know how to use it. Now I know. So, tried hip-hop dance classes. I've always wanted to go and be a hip-hop dancer, but I'm just not coordinated enough. I'm not good enough at it, but I tried it. I like it. I still suck at it, but, you know, I tried it. Got to see friends in LA. I think maybe I went twice, or either I just wrote that down again before and after I went. Vastly improved my reporting skills. That's, again, having to do with storytelling, and again, thanks to my job for allowing me the creative space to work and do everything that I would like. Blizzard coverage, that is also something, this is all job related. I guess I really like my job. So blizzard coverage, yeah, it's, I don't necessarily like being cold or like being out in the snow, but like for some reason, like covering blizzards is kind of fun. Like it gives you that adrenaline rush. Like I know it's kind of weird because I don't like being cold, but I like being out in the blizzard. It doesn't really make sense, but I think live shots out in the blizzards are just kind of fun. I'm weird. Whatever. Anyways, went to 2 NPPA workshops. Those have to do with journalism and storytelling workshops. So that is how I got to be a better storyteller. So that was really cool. Had several job offers, all for amazing opportunities. I kind of briefly mentioned that as well. And with that, I got to travel and see a bunch of different states that are around the country. Saved money. Well, now that it's December and like past the holidays, I don't know that this is particularly relevant anymore, but I did save money, so it's better than not saving money at all. Okay, we're gonna move on. Got to visit Charlotte, North Carolina, Madison, Wisconsin, Savannah. I already mentioned all that. I like to travel. Okay, so this one, I wrote skydiving, but that actually didn't ever get to happen. I was in the plane, and I guess it was too cold outside, so the engine started freezing, and I didn't actually get to jump. So that was a bummer, but I'm going to go again this summer, mark my words. And for those of you that were with me when I did this, you know how this went. So this is not actually true. I went to the place, but didn't actually get to jump out of the plane. So we'll get there, though. Another NPPA workshop. Let's get this stuck together. Oh, my news station raised more than $150,000 for the town of Sun Prairie. This was like a huge story here. There was a huge explosion in the town of Sun Prairie, and we raised $150,000 to help that community. So I thought that was really cool to even have my name associated with a news station that was able to do something like that for a community here. Whoops, I just ripped this one. Condensed my closet and got rid of clothes. Yeah, I'm kind of a shopaholic. Like, I like to buy clothes, and I need clothes for my job, but I just like buying things unnecessarily, like many females do. But I don't have as many clothes. Anyways. All right, so this is the last thing that I want to go through. I wrote down some life lessons that I learned that I thought were really valuable, that I thought I would share. They're just kind of listed out. Stay close to anything that makes you happy you're alive. If you want something bad enough, you'll find a way. If not, you'll find an excuse. Laughter at work is the key to productivity. Be happy with how far you've come and where you are today. You have to earn respect every day to be the best version of you. Everything that happens to you happens for you. And everyone makes mistakes, but what matters more than the mistakes you made is what you do to fix it. So this is just something that I have been compiling in addition to these Post-it notes throughout the year of things that really resonated with me and things that I have learned from this year. I know that 2018 was not a good year for a lot of people that I can see on my timeline, and I'm really sorry about that. Like, I hope that 2019 is much better, and if you get a happy jar and make one, this is just a mason jar that I just kind of like fancied up with some crafts and stuff, but it's very simple, and it kind of gives you a good way to reflect on the year and remind yourself of all of the good and happy things that happen in your life, and hopefully it'll make the next year, the following year, easier to have a good start to. So yeah, that was my happy jar. I had a lot of good things in there. Hopefully I can have some more things, and hopefully I can remember not to repeat things next year. But anyways, yeah. Hope you had a good 2018. If not, hope the next year is better. Have a great New Year's Eve. Celebrate safely. If you watched me on the news this morning, you know that I was all about the drive sober, don't get pulled over, make sure you get a good ride home, Uber, Lyft, cab, whatever you need. It's a sure way to make 2019 a good start if you get home safely on New Year's Day. With that said, celebrate safe tonight, everyone, and I hope you guys have a good New Year's.